Hello, I'm Bobby, and today I want to talk about React 3 Fiber, specifically how to get up and running and maybe even apply a matcap material to a primitive model inside of Three.js slash React 3 Fiber. Let's jump right into it. If you haven't been exposed to React 3 Fiber, check it out. There's lots of cool features, and the development is in some ways simpler than plain old Three.js, in some ways more complex. There's a build step, for example. Yeah, but the thing that attracted me to it was some of the kind of pre-built examples, which I thought were really powerful. These accumulative shadows looked really cool. If you've monkeyed around with shadows inside of Three.js, you know that getting these nice soft shadows like this doesn't come easy. And with React 3 Fiber, it may just come that easy. There's also layered shaders, built-in effects that are already componentized, lots of other cool features. Check it out. That's what we're going to do today. Here, I have my basic template. And let's just walk through the basic template, and then we'll pull in a torus knot primitive, and we'll apply a matcap material to it. So I will make this template available up in my GitHub repository. Let's walk through the important files, which are the index.html, where we're importing our index.jsx. Here we have our app. App.jsx is where all the actual React 3 Fiber stuff is happening. In this case, I have canvas, and each child of the canvas element, the canvas tag, each one of these is a part of the scene. In this case, I'm just setting the color of the background. I could make that kind of a pale red instead, or a brown. That's interesting how that's brown. Or like a deep purple color. Deeper. Yeah, like that. And there's my box, which I've defined right here, a React functional component, and I've added a hemisphere light to the scene. If I wanted to, I could make the base color the same as my background color, like so. I'm not sure you can really see the difference. What if I pump that up a bit? Can you see it then? Now it's more purpley. Great. Instead of a box, let's hang on a second. I've got some animation happening on here, and I thought I'd point out how to hook up that animation. React 3 Fiber provides this use frame hook, and it works off of a ref. So using the standard React use ref hook, I can hook into that ref, and then this use frame gets called each frame. Slightly hand wavy, but that's my understanding, and it works. Now, let's swap out this box geometry with an icosahedron geometry. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to say a torus knot geometry. Okay? And here's how you pass in the args for that. You say args, and a couple of curly braces, and inside of there, you can pass them in one at a time. This is the size and the kind of the thickness, which I think that's the default thickness, or it might be 0.4. The number of subdivisions along its length, I'll say 256, and then the subdivisions along the axis. There we go. If you want to see how that looks, just say wireframe, and you can see those subdivisions. Like if I were to drop this down to 64, you could see that, and drop this down to 8. Something like that. Undo those changes, get rid of wireframe. Let's swap out this mesh standard material with a mesh matcap material. And right now, that works just fine. I didn't expect that. If I kill this light, it still works. I don't really understand that. That's really cool. I've never tried skipping that. So in order to get the matcap material working, we need a matcap texture. I've included one in the directory for this project. Move this stuff out of the way. Inside the public directory, which I think is the place to put all of your assets, whether they're external models or textures. And I've added a couple of these textures in here. This one's called blackandshiny.jpg, and that's the one we're going to start with. To use that, I need to import from Three.js a texture loader. Like so. And then I want to use the use loader hook from React 3 Fiber. I'm going to say const matcap equals, yeah, that's right, use loader. And it's not called matcap. We know that it's called black shiny.jpg. So now I have this matcap guy here. And you saw that white flash. I think that's because I'm not using suspense. I'm monkeying around here. I shouldn't be doing this. Fallback equals null, but I saw this in an example and I think it's useful. I just don't know why it's useful yet. And like that. Some sort of fallback. I think you can provide it a fallback. More to come on this. We've got our matcap. Let's give that matcap to our matcap material equals matcap. Did that do anything at all? Wow. How do you like that? Let's make the background just kind of gray, and let's get rid of that color. I think that's so nice. Now we can say color equals 0x, I don't know, 5500FF. That should be like a purpley. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that nice? I could try loading that other material I had in there, which I think is called gray underscore gel.png. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. Looks kind of like an X-ray thing. I don't like it as much. It's still cool, but I think black and shiny is the winner. And it actually kind of looks good however you slice it. Let's give it a cool background. 1730. Kind of a cool gray. And then I like that yellow a lot. Color equals, but let's give it a kind of orange color now. There you have it. Using React 3 Fiber, we've created a simple scene. Oh, one last thing to do is to slow that way down, and let's import the orbit camera. I think that's what it's called. I've forgotten. But I'm gonna stop this app for a second, and I'm inside my project directory yarn add React 3/drei. Okay. That's added, and it's got a bunch of cool stuff in here, like the orbit camera. Let's start up again. Okay. And now import the orbit camera. Or orbit control, sorry. From React 3.drei, and then just drop that inside the canvas. Orbit controls. So now I have orbit controls and I can spin around my object. there you have it. Thanks so much for coming by and watching this video. Leave a comment below if you have questions, comments, suggestions. I'd love to hear them. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.